Tears, tears. Kept coughing. Oh, March 12th, 2022. Yeah, it was snowing today, but not too much. Just a little bit of snow in cars. What's up? I just came down and I saw a red car waiting right in the street right there. And then somebody came out of the house wearing red and black. And somebody else was already going in the car wearing blue. Same color blue jacket I got. So, not surprising. What else is new, right? I was out today. And I was with family, but I did kind of get gangsta up. But I was like, I'm surprised because usually they don't do that too much when I'm with family. Not in the store anyway. And on the road, yes, they have the one headlight going on, and they try to run us off the road. You have people speeding erratically and cutting us off. That's a form of gang stalking. That's the thing too. My family would never believe it because they don't know what that is. They have more of a life than I do, of course, so they're not going to notice it and they're not going to care. I think we should start acting like that too. Not give a shit about these people. We should do what we want to do. Try to live our lives as much as possible. Pretend like they don't exist. And I spent most of my life caring about how others think of me and look at me, and I wasted so much time. I really should not care about this kind of stuff. Even online. These people are not going to come after you, don't worry. They're not. They're too chicken shit. They don't want to go back to jail. They're people, they're ex-cons. And they got a deal, to do this stuff to us where they won't go back to jail and they get rewarded, drugs and all that stuff. So I don't really think they want to risk going back to jail, but I guess they do. I don't think so. Did not sleep good last night. It was actually not gang stalking. It was another reason. So I'm a little tired right now. I'm going to try to get to bed as early as possible so I can get up tomorrow as early as possible because I'm going to make a lot of phone calls tomorrow. So, I can't believe it snowed again. It's supposed to be spring soon, so hopefully it's done now. It's supposed to be like at least 50 tomorrow, which is pretty cool. I cannot wait for the warm weather. So now that it's gonna get warm, I'm gonna take my coffee to the park. If I had a GoPro, I would film from Dunkin' to the park. So I can't do that with this cell phone. It'll drain the battery. So I'm looking into getting a GoPro. I'm not gonna tell you when, but I'm looking into it. It's gonna be a while because, I kind of gotta save money for that. Paid off my dental debt, so my teeth are fixed now. So they're gonna be haters out there. Oh, we ruined your teeth by zapping you with radiation, and you fixed your teeth. What? They get so jealous of little weird things. So I went to the store with my family, and there was a guy, when we walked to the first aisle, he came around the corner wearing a Miami Dolphins hat, like a knit hat. I don't know if he was a perp, it could have been, because he didn't really act like that, maybe because I was with my family, and maybe that's why he didn't really act like a perp. But out of nowhere, it's a rare thing to see. I don't really see, my team anywhere. Especially they're not a good team, They don't win anything. So it's really rare to see that, you know. So he could have been, but he probably stopped himself. No, he don't see my family, so he's probably like, shit, I can't do nothing. So that's the benefit of being around family when I'm at the store. It stops them. You know, people are strange anyway, even if they're not gang stalking. People just act strange. There's been like people wearing red shoes, a red shirt, red jacket, you know, the normal shit. They have to do it, you know. They don't know any other clothing to wear. They don't know any other colors besides those colors. I'm gonna wear purple, all purple. And then go out. And let's see how many perps wear purple. Perps, purple. You know, that day when it snowed, everybody walking past Dunkin' had something right on. But I didn't really want to videotape it because, you know, I was enjoying my coffee. They probably couldn't believe that it came out in the storm. I'm like, hell yes, I need coffee. I don't fucking care if it was snowing. And it wasn't a major storm, it was just a little storm. And it stopped by the time I left, so. Remember the guy that was looking through his bag for something. He was wearing red and black all over. But he didn't find what he was looking for. He was pretending to look through his bag. You know, when you stop and look through your bag, you actually find it, and then you move on. He didn't do that. So, yeah, he made sure to stand in front of me and do that. I guess he was hoping I was gonna video him. Yeah, I didn't. I could have took a picture too of him, but fuck him. Oh, look at the lights on this car. I wonder if that's something. Look at all these cars coming in that I'm videoing. There was no cars before, just that one red one. Yeah, so not too much gang stalking, which is good. I mean, it'll probably pick up now that the weather's gonna get good. You know, it's gonna be spring soon. Or whatever, you know. It is what it is, you know, they say that. I'm gonna have to buy that on a plaque. Put it where I can see it. It is what it is. Because it's true, it is what it is. It's true for me and you. They can't help themselves, so we can help ourselves, you know what I mean? We can help ourselves, you know, be better people. That they don't want us to do that. That's why we should do it. We should definitely do it more often than not, you know what I mean? You see how all these cars are flashing their lights, you know what I mean? I'm doing that on purpose. They got the notification that I was sitting out here. It's pretty chilly, so I'm gonna go in a few minutes, but you know, just wanted to tell you that kind of stuff, you know? Like, they'll still do it, just more covertly. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but so far that's what they're doing. So, and I saw Douchey Bro #1. I was coming when I came back from Dunkin'. And he was on the same sidewalk as me. Usually he doesn't. Usually he just stays on, across the street on their side. And then we'll walk to the corner and then cross over. But he walked on this side, and he looked at me like he thought I was gonna do something. I think they're waiting. They wait for me to say something to them first. And I kind of looked over just to see that it was him, and then I just looked away. Because, like, you know, like I said, it is what it is. If they're waiting for me to say something, and I'm not, I have no reason to say anything. Just like he had no reason to hunt me down all those months. He probably had a crush on me, though, because I see that now the younger brother Looks like he has a wife and kids. So maybe he had a wife and kids in another country, and he was just looking to hook up with somebody, and that he always try to hook up with, you know, big girls. You know, it's not a good thing. For me, it's not a good thing. Like, I'm not that type of woman that can just hook up with anybody, you know. Just because I'm a big girl doesn't mean I gotta do it with a married man, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I can get? No. If that's all I can get, then I don't want it at all. You know, I know God doesn't want me to be with somebody like that, you know? So, I mean, these people are gonna start up again. They can't get over it. Once you don't find somebody like that attractive, they will not stop with their crap. They make sure that you see them every day, or they'll give you a dirty look. It's so ridiculous. It's like, get a life. I mean, he was a taxi car driver. What the fuck happened to that lifestyle, you know? Just jump in your cab and get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? I don't see that car no more. Maybe he was a douchebag on the road and lost his license, which he deserves. You know, people that treat us like crap deserve that kind of shit. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna turn around. That's why they're not really doing much lately. You know, they know all the stuff they've done is coming to get them. It just lasts too damn long, you know? It's like such a big weight. Like, we always have to wait for them to do something, you know what I mean? Like, they get angry when you don't get them back. Excuse me, that was for the purpose. Take this bitch next door here. She threw a piece of candy at my window, bit it, and then threw it. Nah, I'm not gonna eat it. It's a little fat. I'm gonna eat, you know, pieces of bread and candy and all that stuff thrown at my window. No. I mean, that's what she thinks, you know. She thinks I'll just eat anything. First of all, I don't even know what the fuck you put in it. What the hell did you put in that shit? Something to poison me, probably. No thanks. So, I guess they think all fat people are stupid. I think that's what it is. The whole purpose is stupid. Look at that, red and black. I bet you they get paid. I buy too much cologne. So look across the street here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. See this little black dot right there? I'm gonna try to get a video of it in the daytime, but that's a camera. So they already had the, where is it? The laser right there. I don't know if you can see it. Fucking phone. Does not tape good at night. The laser right there, the laser over there. You know, pointed at my house. Now we got this little dot there in the corner. That's a camera pointed at my house. I just noticed it now while I'm sitting here. So, you know, anything to keep their eye on us, you know? You know, there's a lot of houses on the block that have cameras in the window, which is good because, you know, people steal and you want to catch them. I almost bought a camera from my window, but I know she's avoiding the cameras that we have back there because she don't want to get caught, so she throws everything. So I figured if I put a little camera on my window, it'll catch her throwing it. You know what I mean? Like, it'll show her opening the window and throwing it. I did have a camera in the window, was it 2 years ago? It caught her walking past the window, but it didn't catch her actually doing the stuff. Like, she saw the camera and then threw the bread out the window. It caught the bread being on the windowsill, so it didn't catch her do it. So it was like, the thing is, it's too motion censored, you know. We need to find something, like if you're getting gang stalked and you live in your apartment and you need cameras like that. But there's got to be something you can stick on your window that's not motion censored, that's going to continue to record and then you could go straight to your computer, and then whatever you don't want to keep, or your phone, whatever you don't want to keep on the video footage, you delete it, so just to get space cleared up. So, yeah. I don't know if I want to get one because it might be a waste of money. I had one, I bought one for Amazon, but it wasn't from Amazon. So it cost me a lot of money. I tried to return it, and it came right back to my house, so I don't know. I couldn't get rid of it. That had mixed reviews. It was a tiny ass camera, but it was good for the window. Mixed reviews, like some people said it was good, some people said it wasn't. People said that footage was left on it, like it was already used. So yeah. Oh, so I wanted to talk about the clothing that these people wear too. So I noticed that they wear pink, right? For you know what? Can't say that no more on here. So it's with an A, ends with an E. Celebrities and everybody likes to take a little swig. Oh, red car. Caught your ass in right. Anyways, so they like to wear pink. I remember years ago all the rappers were wearing pink. But, all these guys wearing pink, like, the fuck are they wearing pink for? That's why. It was their little secret code that they gave each other. But now it's picked up again, and I noticed a lot of perps wear pink. I was going through one of my old videos when I went to the post office, and the guy was wearing pink, and I called him out on it. Like, pink for the A word, and he's wearing a NASA book bag, they wear NASA, they wear pink, all shades of pink. Then they wear, Looney Tunes stuff, like backpacks and shirts and everything. Hoodies, mostly hoodies. They'll wear a hoodie with like characters on them, like that, like Looney Tunes. They want us to think we're the Looney Tunes. No, they're the Looney Tunes. So guess what I did when I went to Kohl's? I bought a Looney Tunes t-shirt. I think I'm gonna wear it on the next sale that I have. I have to go send something out. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the post office though. There's a shipping place near me, so I might try them first, and then if they can't send it out, then I'll go to the post office. Either I'll wear it that day or I'll wear it another day when I go out to the city. I can't wait to go back to Dave & Buster's. That place was my place back in the day. It was so much fun, that place. I was gonna go this weekend, but it fucking snowed like crazy and it's freezing. Excuse me. I'm burping up coffee. I hope the perps smell my breath. Well, every time we fart, every time we burp, every time we poop and pee, hopefully all the perps smell that shit. Like if I'm out here by myself and I fart, I say, oh, I hope the perp smells that. I hope my perps smell it. I'm pretty sure they have smell-o-vision. They probably have something like that. And I don't see that little thingy in the window anymore. Well, they took it out of the window. I don't see it. I'm sure it's still there, but they shut the lights. Isn't that funny? They put the camera there in the window, pointed in my direction, because if that was a camera just looking to see if somebody was going to be on the porch, wouldn't it be straight ahead? The camera would be placed straight at. Now, if you notice when I showed it to you, it was right in that corner, pointed at my house. So that's how you know I'm on that shit. They have me on there. Him and Jilly, they used to do a lot of stuff in front of my house. And we didn't know because we had no cameras, but I caught them once. I tell you, one fucking time I caught them. Out of all the times they did that, because we always went out on Saturday. We always wanted to see family on Saturday, so we were gone for hours. We would go shopping too at the mall. And we would go to a couple stores. Oh, speaking of the devil. And then, oh, look at him coming out. You want to see what I'm doing? What? Anyways, so we were never home. So the one time, my family had a party with my brother-in-law's family. So we weren't invited. Me and my mother weren't invited, so we stayed home. And we had our own little special bonds. We watched Ghost Adventures. And we ordered Chinese food. And then we would watch a movie later and have some popcorn. It was, it was a nice time. And that one time I came to the garage, heard people talking on the porch. I'm like, who the fuck is out there? I figured it was just somebody walking past. I didn't think anything of it. I flung the door open because it was so close. And it was him and Jillian and all their friends. Smoking pot, smoking cigarettes. They threw peanuts all over the place. At least take them out of the shell. They left all the cigarette butts on the porch and everything. And that douchey goes, "Oh, we're just hanging out." I'm like, really? You're just hanging out? You can't fucking hang out on your own porch? Like, who thinks of doing that kind of stuff? Besides them, they're the only ones that think that shit. Like, hang out on your own fucking porch. I would never have thought to do that on somebody else's property. It's stupid. Doesn't make sense. Why would you hang out on somebody else's property? To piss me off, They thought it was cute, I guess. They thought it was funny. They didn't expect that. So, I left the mess there. I took pictures. I didn't take a picture of them. I should have had my camera on, though. I did have my camera. I flung the door open. They jumped. I should have had the camera ready, turn the camera on. I started flashing them. That would have been funnier. Yeah, I didn't think about that at the moment, but that would have been funny. They went, ah, and started running up the block. It was great. They ran they scattered like cockroaches. Well, they are cockroaches. So yeah, that was funny. So I took a picture of everything on the porch. And I left it there because I wanted my sister to see it. She's like, what the fuck? And then she said, every week they saw something like that on the porch. So I know that it was them. She's like, yeah, every time we came home on Saturday night, when we weren't invited yet, they still come home to see that. They clean the mess up. There's always cigarette butts and peanuts and everything. And they threw peanuts and cigarette butts in the garden too. It was disgusting. So ever since that day, he's been angry with me, and I didn't know. And one day, it was Easter. We waited for my family to come over. I'm sitting outside, and I see him over there, douchebag. And he always wore a red and black hat, always. Red and black clothes. So, and I didn't know if I gang stalking meant that either. But, he would walk up and down the block with the same other girl. Not even Jillian, but the other girl they were hanging out with. And I'm like, is that the same guy? Because he wore the same exact hat. I'm like, they always give themselves away. They never change their clothes. I wonder if he was going to do something to this guy in the car. Oh, that little douchebag went to check on his car. I ain't robbing your car, don't worry. He's so paranoid. He thinks I'm going to rob him. I don't got time for that shit. I got my own stuff. I ain't gonna rob nobody. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not paranoid. So when you smoke pot, sometimes they put cocaine in it, and that makes you extra paranoid. So that's probably why he came out. He probably saw me at the window because that's the camera. that little thingy was a camera, so he probably saw it on his phone. He probably gets notifications like I get on my phone from my camera. And he probably thought it was going to do something, because he's guilty. Alright, he does witchcraft and all this other shit to me. So I guess he figured I was going to get him back eventually. And, that's probably what he thinks. He probably thinks I'm going to rob his car. It's like, nope. Even if he had a Ferrari, I still wouldn't rob his car. What the fuck, man? Why would I do that? He would do that. He's tried to rob my sister's car a couple times. Him and Jillian both, you know, were in cahoots. That's what I'm saying. He did that a couple times. They opened my packages. Everybody in the family here, everybody who got something. What the fuck? This kid's nuts across the street. Oh, he's wearing NASA. Look at this guy. He's wearing a NASA on his shirt. I'm not filming this kid, but he got red shirt and black pants on. I think that's the kid. It's him and this other kid on the block. They're getting recruited by the druggie that has like a fake disability. He don't know how to use his cane right. But that's what they do too. The gangsters, they use canes and wheelchairs and they're not disabled. Like, that's insulting to the real disabled people, you know? They should be ashamed of themselves, but they're not. That's the problem. They're not ashamed of themselves. And they should be. So. That was pretty funny though. He came right outside. He thought I was gonna steal. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a camera up there. That was not there before. He shut the light. I probably got a notification that I was sitting out here. I'm not on his porch. I'm sitting on my own porch. And then ran outside to check his car. What are you checking your car for? I ain't gonna do shit. I'm not going to jail. I'm not stupid like you. He really thinks that. That's because he used to do that to us. Like, constantly. There would always be something. They broke the car window, the passenger window once. And they stole quarters for the meter. And they were watching, not just me, they were watching my sister. They watched to see where she would put the quarters for the meter. Back then you had like something, I can't even think of it now. You would have, I'm gonna show you this picture. I'll show you the picture, I guess, one day. But it was a meter with quarters in it. And you would turn the handle, and you know, it would give you a couple minutes, or like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, depending on how many quarters you would put in. So, you know, it was expensive, 25 cents, like an hour, or 10 minutes, not even, I don't even know. Now you could put it on your app. There's like an app, and you put money on it. I mean, that place used to take the new stuff too. They used to take quarters, and you get a receipt. And then that's now, you know, it's like out of service, out of order, and it takes your money. You know, get a ticket. Plus, it makes a mess everywhere. The tickets when they fly out of your car. So yeah. Oh, there's people doing smoking a doobie. I just saw the light. Yeah, they were trolling. Now they want to be quiet coming down my block. Fuck you. Anyways, so the meter itself, you know, it's expensive. So we had a blackout one day. The next morning, my neighbor, he goes, "Oh, somebody broke into your car." The whole passenger side window was broke, and the passenger side is on that side where the gate is. That means they climbed into the garden to smash the window. Well, what happened was, we had the whole street got ripped up. You know, they were putting new tar down, so they ripped up the street, and chunks of the sidewalk broke. So what happened was, I saw, and nobody else saw it, but I saw a piece of the concrete where it shouldn't be. Like my sister put it over here on the side of the tree, and then when garbage came, she was gonna get rid of it. I saw that piece over there in front of the gate. So that means they took it, busted it open, and then left the evidence there. But we didn't have any cameras, so we didn't know who did it. But we both figured it was Jillian, but I think it was him too. I think he tried to steal too. Like we had CDs in the car, but they weren't the original copies, so they just flung everything on the, the seats and everything. So that's fine. It was this little coin purse my mom gave us. She gave each one of us a little coin purse, before she passed. So my sister had one in her car, and that's what they took. They took the whole thing. Not just dumped the quarters out, no, they just took the whole thing. You fucking kidding? At least take just the quarters, leave that. What the fuck you need that for? You don't need the coin purse. Some of the cars now, like if you have to put quarters in it, usually only kind of change. It's in the middle, where between the seats, but there's like another compartment in it, so they don't see it. You know what I mean? So they can't find it. Like if you open the top, you won't see it. Like you have to really dig through everywhere. So they must have researched the car. I mean, it's right in the driveway. They could just probably look at the license plate. So that's probably what they did too. They looked the license plate up, and at some point he was probably sitting at the window watching. These perps, they learn our routine, and then they try to jump scare us. And that's what happened. This one guy in particular, I don't know what state it was, but he took a video, time lapse, of when he left his house, got in his car, and all the skits that they were doing, all the people that were walking by, talking with the dogs, and all this other stuff they were doing, but they kept looking back at him, and they didn't really get to do much of their sketch because they saw his camera there. But he said every day they would do the same thing. It was the same people wearing the same clothes, the same bike and all that kind of stuff, same cars. And he had to go to work, and they were doing that shit. They don't want you to go to work. They don't want you to go to school. They don't want you to go to the gym. They don't want you to go to the store. They don't want you to go to the doctor or the dentist. Anything, any place that you need to go to or want to go to, they make sure you stay home. It's a psychological warfare to make you feel like crap and make you not want to leave your house. So every time I do leave my house, even if it's for 10 minutes, they get angry. Good. I'm glad they're getting angry that I'm leaving my house. Why the fuck should I have to stay home while they go out and make money? Fuck you. They caused the mental illness in me by making me stay home. They're stalking me every fucking minute, just like John did. I got plans of what to do with my life. I'm still young. I'm not gonna tell anybody on here what my plans are or in real life. Because, once you tell people your plans and they do witchcraft and they stop you from doing your plans, they're annoying. Or they'll run out and do your plans instead of you. They make sure they get everything you want and they give you that devilish grin. Whatever. Yeah. I saw a Freemason lodge on the way back from the dentist. I took a picture. I'm gonna look it up. It's something Legion. It's got an American flag on it. Kind of looks like the post office or a shipping place, but it's not. It's definitely a lodge. The people on my block are coming from the Knights of Columbus. Been doing it for years. I guess they do it to more to people that notice that they're doing it, and they get mad that you notice, and that's why it starts up too. You never know. John's probably looking at me at the window. Sean's probably part of the club. He's out the window. Can't see him though, the blob. But yeah, he's peeking at me through the window. I should waste him. It's pretty cold out here, I gotta go back in, but I'm telling you, like, I wanna look up the lodge in my neighborhood. It's not called Knights of Columbus anymore. It's Cardinal something or other, I can't think of the name. I wish I would have got a picture of it when it was Knights of Columbus, but I could always Google it and take a picture. So I never knew what the hell Knights of Columbus was. We never went to those places. And we went to a party, a fundraiser of the Knights of Columbus. It was a family gathering, but it was, you know, they used that building. They use it for parties and stuff. You know, you give them the money. And they set up everything like DJs and food and drinks, all that stuff. So they do use it for that, but it's like a community meetup, you know, Freemasons. Yeah, he's fucking staring at me through the window. I don't know if you can't really see him though, but look at him. You see a blob right there? Yeah, that's him. I don't know if he's videotaping me too, but that's funny. He's fucking paranoid. It's alright. I'll get him on camera if he's not doing something. But he's completely staring. He's like in between the windows where the, you know, the I don't know what it's called. Window pane, I guess. Where the wood is. And he's staring at me. Yeah. Oh, he took a video of me. He was walking around like a little girl. It's the older brother. I just saw a phone in his hand. Told you, he's paranoid. Good. I didn't say anything earlier because I don't fucking care. Who the fuck cares about him? But he cares about me. He thinks I'm gonna do something. That's why he came out here to check his car. Really. You're not that special. Hi. There's all these car service coming around. They're nosy motherfuckers too. They are nosy. Those are perps. And like I said, the other guy was the car service guy. So he probably tells them to keep an eye on me too. They really think I'm gonna do something. It's hilarious actually. I'm glad they think I'm gonna do something, because maybe they'll come here and maybe they'll get caught on my camera. You know, they don't really come around here too much, but maybe they will now. Now that he thinks I'm gonna do something to him. First of all, while I'm filming the video of the neighborhood, you know, it's only natural that it's gonna be pointing that way, you know. Because he's been gang stalking me for years. And I noticed the camera in the window, so. See what I mean? Like, he's in the window, he's waiting, he was just staring, like, what the fuck are you staring about? You know? He just stood out all the time. I used to come out here, and he would sit in the window with his sister, and they would clean the windows, and he would be talking about me. And I would hear him say, that girl across the street, and then he would point, and she would laugh. So. Let them think I'm gonna do something. I'll catch it on camera though when they do something to me. So, yep, it's about that time. Spring is coming and they're gonna come out. Roaches. I'm glad to see it. I was telling you, he's paranoid across the street. But what do you think I pray every night for? I know my Bible, I know my God, and I pray every single night. Because these motherfuckers got me on their REM. You know, REM sleep, you know what I mean, remote neuromonitoring. Yep. I saw them both on the headset. And I saw that other extra room right there with all the equipment. I really gotta find this movie that I saw. These two guys were stalking this other guy, an older man too, like. They had all this equipment in their house, and they were videotaping his house and his car and all that. So they knew what time he left the house and all that. And they broke into his house. They got a copy of his key, and then broke in. I don't know if they stole stuff or they just moved stuff around, but there was psychological warfare going on with that. So, I forgot what movie it was. Somebody made a video on YouTube about this movie. I don't think I wrote it down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see movies. Like, I'll just Google it. Oh, look, he's coming back out. He came back out. He's out again. Oh, it's so funny how they're paranoid. Ew, he's paranoid. Look at him, look at him. We're gonna go to their neighbor's house. That too, like, he's not supposed to be going in their house. And they have cameras. Why don't they fucking say something to him? He's going on their property. They know it because they started screaming one day. This person's doing this and this and that. And the daughter thought the old lady was nuts too. And they had really good cameras too. They had 3 or 4 of them on the property. So they would know. I hope they will shut it off at night. Imagine they shut the cameras off at night. They all go through their backyard, even the kids. They tell the kids to go back there too. So they probably don't have cameras back there. We have cameras back there. So, I tell you, they want to get in my house so bad. Nope. I don't know if they could see it or not, but I'm sure there's an army out here protecting my house at all times because I asked for that. You know why? Because I don't want to get robbed. See how paranoid the motherfucking ass was? Yep. He came out twice. What are you gonna do? Yeah, look, it's dark back there too. He's never gonna get caught back there. If they shut the cameras off at night, he ain't getting caught. That's the problem too. You gotta understand, these people are doing the devil's work. And you need to remember that and catch them.